What's up, soul family, and welcome back to my channel. In today's pick card, we are going to be spilling some serious tea on whether or not your person regrets their actions towards you and what their potential karma is for the way that they went about this situation. So before we get started, if y'all are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, y'all can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. And if you're interested in the decks that we'll be using for today's pick a card as well, they will be available for purchase on my Amazon store down below as well, you guys. So without further ado, we're going to go on ahead and jump into your pile choices now. Alright, you guys, so here are the four groups that you have to choose from today. We have group number 1 with the 4 of Wands, group number 2 with the 4 of Pentacles, group number 3 with the 4 of Swords, and group number 4 with the 4 of Cups. So go on ahead and take a moment to think of your person and your situation and choose the card that you feel the most drawn to today. Pause the video if you need a little bit more time to choose, you guys, and whenever you are ready, I will meet you at your reading. The timestamps for each pile will be available down in the description box below for your convenience. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 1 with the 4 of Wands, and welcome to your reading, you guys. So, does your person have regrets? If so, what are they and what is this person's karma? So in terms of their regrets, okay, we start off the reading with the Justice card and the Sun card. So I feel like your person was somebody who is very adamant about, trying to do things the right way, but at the same time, it's like right for them, not right for anybody else. So with the Justice card and the Sun card, and then we have the Page of Fire here, this lets me know that it's very likely that your person was really only focused on their happiness in this situation. They weren't really concerned about your happiness, and I feel like they might have been very happy, at first, but at the same time, it's like they were just focused on your happiness. It seems like, they were kind of selfish in this situation. They didn't really have much consideration for how their actions were affecting you. Your person could have been the type that, might have always liked to go out, leave you at home by yourself, or not really communicate very clearly with you because they felt like, for some reason, they felt like it was the right thing to do. And then the Justice card is also about a desire to make things right as well. So I feel like there's a part of them that might realize how selfish they were in this situation. Like, yeah, they were happy, but they were only focused on their happiness. They weren't really so much focused on your happiness. In terms of the zodiac signs that we see here, we have very strong Leo energy, and under evolved Leos do have a tendency, they're very loving and giving, but they can also be very selfish as well. We also have Sagittarius and Aries energy and possibly Libra energy as well. So your person could have been very, very social as well, and always this is the thing about your person. I feel like they are the type, they want to do the right thing, but they also only have consideration for how that right thing will affect them in a situation. They like to put on a facade like they're trying to think about everybody else, but oftentimes, really their end goal is to make sure that they're making themselves happy and to make sure that they're getting something out of a situation for themselves. So in terms of your person's regret, we have the 5 of Air here and the Awakening card, which is the Hanged Man card. So the 5 of Air here, that is an energy of regret. It's literally all about regret. It even says it, an unwise choice, learn what you can from this situation, review everybody's motives, everyone's motives, including their own. And with the Awakening card, I feel like there is something that might happen in their life that kind of forces them to look at everything in their life, including this situation, from a different perspective. That's something that this person didn't really do in this situation. They didn't think about anybody else's perspective aside from their own. So now it almost seems like the universe will probably do something to them to kind of force them to sit their ass down and really think about, all of the angles and aspects of the situation that they had not considered. Because I feel like they weren't really considerate of how they could have been potentially harming you, or if this was a serious relationship, this person wasn't loving you in your love language. Oftentimes everybody thinks that real unconditional love is treating somebody how they want to be treated, like for example, I'm gonna treat you how I would like to be treated. But the truth is, that's not unconditional love. That's projection. Because you might not accept love the way that I accept love. And so if I'm loving you the way that I want to be loved, and the way you want to be loved isn't in alignment with how I want to be loved, then the truth is that's not unconditional love. It's projection. And I feel like this person used to project a lot. you could have said something to this person along the lines of, you know, I would like to have more communication with you. I would like to kind of keep the lines of communication open. I would appreciate it if you reached out to me from time to time, especially if you were the one that was always, you know, starting the conversation or initiating the conversation. And this person probably said something along the lines of like, oh, I don't want to do that, or I don't have to do that. Like, you should already know how I feel about you. You should already know where we stand, you know? And at the end of the day, like, that was definitely wrong on their behalf, because if you truly love somebody unconditionally, you will love them the way that they want to be loved. And I feel like this person, they weren't loving you correctly. And even so, this don't even have to be like a serious relationship. This could be, you know, a family member, you know, like a mother, father figure. You told them like, hey, this is how I would like to receive love, or this would make me feel more comfortable in this relationship, or just make me happier. And they just completely threw that shit away. They was like, bitch, bye. I'm gonna have fun and I'm gonna continue doing what I want to do regardless of how it affects you, right? So now we have this Nine of Air, and we have this life experience card, which is also the Tower card in traditional tarot. Okay, so the Nine of Air is extreme anxiety, and I'm talking like sleepless nights, like your ass can't sleep at night because you just thinking about shit that's just haunting you, really bothering you, just getting on your nerves. And then the life experience card, something is going to happen in their life. This is part of their karma. Something is going to happen in their life, like, that is going to force them to look at all of the shit that they've been avoiding. That's going to really force them to experience what it is to be left out in the cold, or what it is to sort of be left wondering, especially if this person kind of always left you wondering in this connection, wondering what's going to happen next, wondering if the two of you are on the same page. But the thing is, we have this Page of Fire. This energy is giving hot girl summer or hot boy summer. Like, you're not even worried about me. You just out there running the streets. You have zero consideration for me, zero consideration for how I feel. As long as you having fun, as long as you having a good time, it's just like you're not even worried about me. And the thing is, I feel like y'all are not even the type to be real controlling. It's just like, if anything, you care about people. Like, hey, let me know when you get home, and then you don't get that text, and it's just like, it makes you worry a little bit. But the thing is, now here's the thing. Their karma is that something might really happen to really sit their ass down. They have no choice but to look at this regret, to analyze this regret. It literally says here with the Awakening card, look at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself, right? And the truth is, I feel like at heart, this person's true essence, like their soul's essence, they are not a selfish person. But now they have to take accountability for the fact that their actions proved to be very, very selfish. Like, they weren't giving a fuck about anybody but themselves. They only had their best interest at heart, you know? And so another part of their karma here is whatever this Tower moment is, it's like everything is going to kind of fall apart, and it's going to happen off guard, okay? This could be something like really detrimental, like potentially a car accident. I didn't want to speak that out into existence, but I keep hearing it. Or possibly losing a house, losing a job, you know, not being able to rely on somebody like you thought that you could rely on, that you thought you could be dependent on. This person is going to lose something that is going to make them rethink everything, okay? Or if this person chose something over you, or chose, like, because literally I feel like y'all are coming out as the Queen of Water. I feel like y'all have Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer energy. We also have very strong Aquarius energy. It could be Gemini or Libra energy coming from you guys. I'm getting air and water from you guys, or, you know, reverse the roles as necessary. But I feel like y'all, when you really care about somebody, you have a tendency to put them first. You put their safety and their well-being before anything, you know? And I feel like this person, they put their own safety, their own well-being before everything. So overall, this person was just really selfish. And I feel like part of their karma with this Queen of Water here, they once had access to this very soft, sensitive, vulnerable, loving side of you, very patient, very, very tender, very caring. They had access to this side of you. And now, you know, after they chose the path that they've chosen, they no longer have access to this side of you. Now we have the Queen of Air. She's like, bitch, we're talking business, or we're not talking nothing at all. And that's the energy that I'm getting from you guys. It's like you guys have sort of hardened up. in terms of how you approach this person and how you approach this situation. And with the 5 of fire, it almost seems like y'all are not afraid of a fight. Like y'all are not afraid to really say what the fuck is on your mind, because now this person has lost access to this very tender, loving, has your best interest at heart type of side of you, you know? Also, I'm feeling like whatever it is that this person is experiencing in life now, it just seems like they are kind of surrounded by a lot of conflict, okay? A lot of conflict and anxiety. And whatever path this person thought was going to work for them, or whatever they thought was going to be right for them, it's not. So whatever it was that they were putting before you, it's going to fall through. I'm just letting y'all know that right now, it's going to fall through. And it's even possible that this person might reach out to you and say, hey, you know, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and, you know, I wanted to have a talk with you. I wanted to talk this out. And y'all are going to be like, it's hot girl summer. I don't have time to have this conversation with you. You know what I'm saying? Or fucking hot girl winter, whenever the fuck you watching this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you don't have time for, you know, making up, you like making peace with this situation, except for within yourself. But like in terms of making peace with this person, it's like if this person wants to reach out to you now, it almost seems like it might be a little bit explosive, and that's just going to make them feel even more regretful, or whatever it is that they had did to you that made you feel like you weren't important, that you weren't a priority, you know, that you weren't that special. They're going to be put in a position where they're made to feel those same exact emotions. It's going to give them a lot of anxiety, and it's going to cause a lot of conflict in their life. Okay, so that's their karma in terms of whether or not they're regretful. Yes, they are. And if they're not regretful now, I assure you they will be regretful in the future, because whatever the fuck they put you through is going to happen to them. Probably even worse. You know what I'm saying? By the time they try to come back and, you know, get access to that soft, sweet, you know, empathetic side of you, it's not happening for real. It's like, you see how she got wings? It's just like, bitch, I'm gonna spread my wings and fly away from this bullshit, because I ain't got time for it, okay? And you gonna be the ones that, you know, are going to be more focused on having fun, enjoying yourself, enjoying your well-being. You will happily look into this crystal ball and be like, bitch, you have no place in my life anymore. You know, so that is what I see. So if this person does come back, I almost feel like for you guys, it's going to feel real good to really give them a piece of your mind and leave them out in the cold the same way that they did you. Okay? It might be very hurtful for them, but you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I don't really feel bad for them. If they really did you wrong or made you feel like you weren't that important, that they deserve everything that's coming to them. So that is what I have for you guys. Let me know down in the comments how this reading resonated for you. If you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading today, you guys, y'all can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. And if you're interested in the decks that we use for today's reading, we did use the Light Seers Tarot deck as well as the Angel Tarot cards. Both are very beginner friendly. So if you're interested in learning how to read tarot, you could definitely check these out on my Amazon store down below, with some other cool decks I put on there as well, you guys. Also, you guys, my birthday is coming up on November 22nd. So if you're feeling generous or would like to bless your girl, all of my information for tips and donations, as well as my Amazon deck wish list, is available down in the description box below. Anything helps to, you know, help grow this channel and get it popping off as it should be. So yeah, that's all I have for y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 2 with the 4 of Pentacles, and welcome to your reading, you guys. So, does your person have regrets, and what is their karma for how they went about this situation? Okay, so you guys, we have this renewal card and this moon card. So, for some of y'all could be in no contact with this person. It's very much possible, but with this renewal card and this moon card, I can definitely tell you right now, this person has definitely been thinking about it. Okay, it's definitely been on their mind. I feel like they're trying to still figure out how they feel about this situation, especially if it ended kind of abruptly or something along those lines. I'm getting this very, like, I feel like this person is very loving, but I feel like they're very goal oriented, okay? And I feel like sometimes when they focus on one particular goal, it's almost like they lose sight of the people in their life that are the most important to them. And I feel like that is probably something that your person did here in this particular situation. Because, you know, with this moon card and this King of Water, I definitely feel like there's a lot of feelings that this person has involved in this relationship with you, but it's almost like they viewed this connection as like unknown territory that they weren't willing to fully, you know, dive into, despite the fact that they had all of this love to give in this situation, right? And so I feel like they didn't go about this situation the right way. And in terms of their regret, you guys, we have this 3 of air. So this is an energy of heartbreak. So if this is a situation where this person either left you high and dry, or left you out in the cold, or even left you for somebody else, whatever it is that they put before you, it's gonna end up really fucking hurting them. I'm not even gonna lie. This pile, I almost kind of feel bad for this person, because it's like they didn't really see it coming. Now, if this person was abusive towards you in any type of way, or even just stingy or selfish, then I don't really feel that bad for them, because it's like the universe is just gonna give them a swift kick in the ass. But you know, I'm seeing something falling through in this situation, okay? And the crazy thing is, y'all chose the 4 of Pentacles. And here in this reading, we also have the 4 of Earth. So it seems like this person was giving so much of themselves to the point where they were either completely fucking drained, they had nothing left to give, or this person was just really, really frugal with their time and their energy and their effort. And it almost stems from a place of like lack or selfishness. It doesn't stem from a good place. Both of these cards, they're the exact same card, they mean the exact same thing. So this energy is very, very prominent with your person. It's like they had these big ass dreams with the dreamer card, and it's almost like they were just so particular about how they had to achieve these dreams, or how they had to go about this situation. And it literally, they might have just chosen something else over you. It could have been a job, it could have been a person, or they might have just been the type that's just very opportunistic. Like they're gonna lean towards something they feel like they could get the most out of. And honestly, y'all, that shit does not stem from a place of love. So this might have been like a family situation for some of you, and this person could have been like the head of the household and was just really stingy and frugal, you know, maybe didn't really help out. Or this could have been like a situation with somebody who could have just been very, very selfish and really has some type of lack or like poverty mindset that just governed their actions. And it didn't feel like a very fruitful connection, you know what I mean? And so with the 7 of air, if this was a situation where this person left you for something else, left you for a possible business opportunity, left you high and dry, left you out in the cold, whatever it is that they left you for, it's gonna fall the fuck through. Or it's gonna be the wrong time. The universe is gonna be like, wrong way, wrong direction, you can't go that way, right? It literally says plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye, poor timing. So it just seems like the timing of everything that they wanted to do, it wasn't in alignment with their highest good. And they weren't even worried about what was in alignment with their highest good. It was like they were chasing a bag. They were chasing some coin, you know, and in a way, like this can be, in some situations, it could be a very greedy energy. And I feel like part of their karma is, so you have a dream to chase too, right? Y'all want to set out to accomplish something here with the dreamer card, whether that is in terms of love, or you know, a certain skill that you want to master, going back to school. It almost seems like by the time that they were to try and come back and have a conversation with you or clear the air about some things, you will have already moved on to your next opportunity. And that is something that has the potential to be very, very fruitful. It almost seems like by the time that they, you know, come back to you, it's just going to be an energy of poor timing. That's part of this person's karma. They're surrounded by poor timing, and they're constantly getting themselves hurt. It's like they're not thinking about what's in alignment for the highest good of everybody involved. This person is very materialistic, and at times they can come off pretty fucking selfish. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Now, group number one's person was very selfish in terms of like their happiness and, you know, their emotional well-being. They didn't give a fuck. Their person didn't give a fuck about anybody else's happiness. But your person, it seems like it's that same energy, but it's more so surrounding material gain, okay, material wealth and that type of thing. But you have to understand, if you try to approach wealth from this type of energy, you won't get nothing out of this situation. Like, this is not a fruitful energy. This is like, I gotta hold on to what I got and keep it for myself because there might be nothing left, right? So I don't know, you guys. I was getting kind of a selfish energy stemming from your person, and I feel like by the time they were to try to come back or express any type of, you know, remorse or anything for this situation, they will kind of be left out in the cold, like sort of like how they did you, because you're going to be moving on to better things. You guys have some shit lined up that they could have been a part of, but now it's like they can't be a part of it. That's really going to break this person's heart. But this person, it's like they kind of have a tendency to resort to their old ways, if that makes sense. Or they could even be like, they could even have the excuse of like, oh, you know, I'm old school, I like to do it this way. But like, bitch, that way is not generating any type of success or wealth. Like, it's almost like this person is very stubborn in terms of looking at things from a different perspective. And the only signs that I see coming through here, we have very strong Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer energy. It could be, very strong Pisces energy with the moon here. Could be, I think the renewal card is Sagittarius energy. I could be wrong, but those are the only signs that I'm seeing coming through for your person. So are they regretful? I'm going to say yes, but it's like they got themselves hurt in this particular situation. So it's like they really have nobody else to be mad at except for themselves. And what is their karma? Their karma is that they're kind of stuck in this cycle of poor timing. It's like every single time they want to go for something or reach out for something, it's like the universe kind of pulls it away from them. It's like, nope, it's not the right time. Nope, you can't have this right now. And that only pushes them further into this energy of lack. Or they might be kind of forced into situations where they're giving so much of themselves and there's like so little return, you know. And that energy of selfishness that they have, especially in terms, or like frugality, especially in terms of like how they spend their money or how they spend their time and how they spend their energy, is not going to get them very far. Okay, so this is a very like lack, poverty type of mindset that is just not a good place to be. Okay, so that is what I see for your person. I sincerely hope that that reading resonated for you guys. If you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. And if you guys are interested in the decks that we use for today's tarot reading, we did use the Light Seers tarot deck as well as the Angel Tarot cards by Dorian Virtue. These decks are very beginner friendly and they will be available for purchase on my Amazon store if y'all are interested, you guys. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 3 with the 4 of Swords, and welcome to your reading, you guys. So, does your person have regrets? And what is their karma for how they went about this situation? So immediately we start off with the Justice card, right? And this was clarified by the 3 of Swords. So to me, I feel like this person, they hurt you real bad. They probably did a number on you, not even gonna lie. And so I do feel like they have this intense desire to want to balance the scales and make it right. But little do they know, it's like the universe kind of already has a plan for that, or already has that in mind. This could have been somebody that you might have found yourself constantly arguing with or fighting with them, you know, or like maybe it just seemed like y'all could never really see eye to eye or work together on certain issues that you may have had. And so with the 7 of Wands here, it seems to me like y'all have built up a protective barrier surrounding how you deal with this person, and you have a tendency to not really want to let this person, you know, in your life for real. And so I feel like as soon as this person left your life, you, with the Temperance card, it's like you made an effort to really balance yourself out. Y'all have really been doing the work on yourselves. You have really been healing from this situation. You've really been healing from this connection. And then we have this King of Pentacles here. So I almost feel like your person, they might have put up some type of facade. Like, you know, they were solid and stable. They kind of knew everything almost, you know. And I feel like they might have been financially stable. They might have been like financially secure. But somehow, some way, I'm still seeing that they made it really impossible to see eye to eye with them on this. It's almost like with the 4 of Swords, if you look at how tired she is, like this card is what comes after the 3 of Swords. So I could really see that this person did a number on you, and they know what they did. Like they know exactly what it is that they did. And the crazy thing is, you guys, with this pile is kind of similar to group number this pile is kind of similar to group number 1, because they both started off with the Justice card. And I'm pretty sure the 3 of Swords was in the mix as well. But it's just like there was a lot of conflict in this connection. They never really even tried to see eye to eye. And I noticed that with the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, there were 2 cards that separated these two. So it seems like y'all had y'all back turned on each other in some way, shape, or form. Like y'all just really weren't seeing eye to eye. You weren't seeing. And the crazy thing is, with the Queen of Swords, King of Swords, that's the energy of like divine counterparts in this situation. So you might feel like this is really your soulmate, like this is really your twin flame, you know, but there might have been some type of separation that took place in this connection, because we have the Knight of Wands and the Hierophant. Like, there was a need for both of y'all to kind of find yourself in this situation. And, you know, actually, how do I say that, for you specifically, I feel like y'all had a chance to kind of invest in your creative potential, or, you know, like discover that creative spark. Maybe in this relationship you couldn't really do that, right? But I feel like in terms of this person's regret, I feel like they regret maybe not listening to you more, not really hearing you out, and not really trying to find some type of balance or middle ground with you. Because for this person, I feel like it was either their way or the highway with this King of Pentacles here. And I feel like they probably weren't very considerate of what it was that you wanted. And for some of you, this person could have been like fake woke or like fake spiritual, you know, and they might have kind of tried to use that as a way to try to enlighten you in certain situations. But the reality of this situation is that they weren't really hearing you. They weren't really listening to you in this particular relationship. And I feel like that is what has caused you to create this protective barrier, this protective bubble around yourself, because the truth is, you don't want to go through this shit again. Like, y'all have already done so much work healing yourself that you might not even let this person back in. For some of y'all are like, nope, that's a dub. There's absolutely no way, there's no possibility, there's no chance I could let this person back in, because they just weren't healing you. And with the Seven of Wands and the Knight of Wands, it seems like y'all have probably been doing some type of spiritual work on yourself, or like you guys have just been on this journey of self-discovery, and now you have sort of tapped into that divine protection. And now it's just like you feel like, you know, without this person you can express yourself more freely. Like, maybe this person kind of had you walking on eggshells, but at the same time you still think about this connection. You still think of, like, you're still in your head about this, but at the same time it's like, I don't see you talking to this person outside of like possible business matters or something. Like, you'll only talk to them like if you have to, right? That's the thing. Like, I feel like this person, they messed up this connection real bad because of the fact that they weren't really trying to listen to you. And they were so, I feel like in a way they might have been so worried about their image and so worried about their stability that it caused them to leave you out in the cold. But there is something about this relationship, something about this connection, where I feel like the two of you, y'all are like feeling each other from a distance. Like, and I feel like in this particular situation, their main regret is that they didn't really hear you out enough. And I do feel like they have a desire to make that situation right. But by the time they do try to come in, and by the time they actually do take the time to think about this and get the clarity on this situation, this connection, it might actually be too late. And I feel like that could be, you know, part of their karma. It's like maybe the universe might kind of teach them a lesson about what happens when you are so focused on speaking and getting your point across before actually listening. Because there might have been some situations where if they had just listened to you, they would have noticed that you were on the same page as them, and that you were, you know, understanding where they were coming from. But there was just so much conflict in this connection. And I feel like this person, now they're feeling a lot of mental conflict. They're feeling a lot of mental anguish. And I feel like part of their karma is the clarity that they will gain after they realize, you know, how bad they might have messed this up. The Hierophant card, this could have been somebody that you were married to or something along those lines. This is like marriagement, or like matrimony or holy matrimony. But this is also like spiritual enlightenment as well. So I don't know. I feel like this person, they might have walked around like fake woke, or had this like they might have even been the type that would try to lecture you in certain situations like you were a little kid. Like, it seems like they put themselves above you in some way, shape, or form. And now, or in the future, they might have a desire to actually try and rebalance those scales. But whether or not you're going to let them back in, that's completely up to you. Because like I said, this person, they did a number on you. So before I forget, you guys, in terms of the zodiac signs, we have very strong Sagittarius energy, very strong Taurus energy, very strong Libra energy, could be Gemini or Aquarius, or Aries or Leo. And we also have Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo energy coming through, Sun, Moon, or Rising. See, the thing is, with this particular pile, I'm not seeing a lot of water. Like, I'm not seeing there's no water sign energy in this. So to me, I feel like this person, they could have been very disconnected from their emotions, or they weren't really listening to you when you were saying, hey, when you do this, it makes me feel like this. I wish you would do this instead. It's kind of similar to group number one. I was telling group number one how if you truly love somebody unconditionally, you will love them the way that they want to be loved. You will love them in their love language. You're not going to be so adamant about loving them in your love language, especially if y'all don't have the same love language. Oftentimes you could tell your partner, I want more of this, but they'll say, okay, but I don't do that, and the thing is, like, okay, well then how am I supposed to feel loved by you in this connection? How am I supposed to feel loved by you in this relationship? You're not even willing to give me what I'm asking for in terms of, like, catering to my emotional needs. And I mean that in a non-codependent way, but it's like in this situation, you might have just really felt single in this relationship. Or you might have really just felt like by yourself. If this wasn't like a romantic relationship, this could have been a friendship. I feel like for the most of you, this was like a love situation. But it's just like they weren't willing to balance the scales until after you walked away. So now whether or not you actually decide to let this person back in, it's completely up to you. But I feel like this person, they always were adamant about outsmarting you or being right in this situation. And the truth is, that's not what this connection was really all about. That's not what love is all about. It's really all about hearing one another and compromising on the situation. I almost feel like this person, they just weren't really willing to do that. So I feel like part of their karma is, number one, a lot of mental anguish and a lot of conflict, similar to group number two, no longer having access to that soft, tender, vulnerable side of you, because now you have your guard up, you have a wall up, you're not really trying to let this person back in. And number three, possibly feeling all of those emotions that they kind of put you through, or kind of taking a ride on the emotional roller coaster that you had to go on being in this relationship. And lastly, I feel like being by themselves. Like, what's the point of building a castle, right? Building a castle and then being all by yourself in it? It's like they have to sit with themselves, and instead of, pointing the finger at you, it's almost like they're forced to kind of do some introspection on what they could have done differently in this situation. However, you could be dealing with a very prideful individual, and if that is the case for you, whether or not they actually come forward and try to make this right, it seems like it's up in the air in this particular situation. It's up in the air. But for you guys, I see that you guys have been doing the work. You've been doing the healing. Some of you might have been meditating. Some of you guys could be doing breath work, or just finding yourself, whatever it is that sparks passion, it ignites passion within you. I see you kind of doing more of that in this particular situation. So I don't know, it's really hard to say whether or not reconciliation is possible. I do feel like it's possible for some of you, but some of y'all might just be so fucking tired of this person and so tired of this connection, you might not want to let this person back in. And if that's the case for you, I completely respect that. But that is what I see for this particular pile. Thank you guys so much for watching. If y'all are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, y'all can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. If you guys are interested in the decks that we used for today's tarot reading, we did use the Light Seers tarot deck for this particular pile. Very beginner friendly, and it will be available for purchase on my Amazon store down in the description box below, you guys. Also, before I forget to say, your girl's birthday is on November 22nd, so if you are feeling generous and interested in helping keep my channel growing, all of my information for tips and donations will be available down in the description box below, along with my Amazon deck wish list if you'd like to donate a deck to the channel to help your girl out. All of that information is available down below. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 4 with the 4 of Cups, and welcome to your reading, you guys. So, does your person have regrets? If so, what are they, and what is their karma for how they handle this situation? Okay, y'all, so we start off the reading with the 9 of Wands. So somebody in this connection had their guard up. I wouldn't be surprised if it was you, because y'all are coming out as the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, it's giving bad bitch, you can't touch me type energy. But I also wouldn't be surprised if it was them, because it almost seems like with this Page of Cups right next to this Queen of Pentacles, it almost seems like they might have been very kind of intimidated by this connection. It wouldn't surprise me if they were intimidated by this connection, because if you look at these two, they are just not on the same level. Okay, they're just not on the same level at all, whether it's emotionally, financially, materially, it doesn't fucking matter. They just weren't on the same level. All right. So I definitely feel like it might have even been possible that your person could have been the one that really had their guard up, or they might have just been real immature, okay, in this particular situation. Now with the Page of Cups, this can be a real cute energy, you know, especially if you are, you know, and you kind of embody the Page of Wands type energy or the Page of Pentacles type energy. Yeah, maybe it's cute, you could really make it work. But in this particular situation, y'all just weren't on the same level, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. So I'm also seeing here we have this 7 of Pentacles and we have this 8 of Pentacles. So I feel like y'all work very, very hard, okay? And y'all are also probably very spiritually aware. It wouldn't surprise me if y'all might have been even a little bit bored in this connection because you felt like you just weren't getting anything out of it, you know? And I feel like that might have kind of hurt this person's ego a little bit, or this person, they could have kind of been stuck in their own ways, you know what I mean? And oftentimes they could have even been off in a daze, you know, like in this particular situation, or they could have kind of already had their mind made up about you. They could have even really been fantasizing about you a lot of the time, you know. But I feel like this person wanted you, but they might not have wanted you for the right reasons, okay? So in terms of whether or not this person is regretful, I feel like this person is more so regretful that they couldn't really get to you, or they're not really on your level, if that makes sense. And so in terms of their karma, I'm feeling like your person, they have some type of addiction or something that they're struggling with. They have some very, very unhealthy habits that they have been indulging in, and it's not looking good for them. It's almost like something might have been handed to them that might have been presented as, you know, a really good opportunity or a golden opportunity, something that they should go for, and they impulsively went for it and got stuck in some way, shape, or form. This could be literal, like money. This could be like some type of substance or something. Just something was offered to them that wasn't going to be good for them, and they accepted it. Kind of, it seems like from a place of desperation, okay? Also, I feel like one of your person's main regrets, it could have been the fact that they sort of kept their guard up with you in this situation. It could even be that they might have given up on this situation because they thought that it wasn't going to go anywhere, that it wasn't going to be fruitful. Meanwhile, y'all are focused on leveling up and really getting your own bag, doing your own thing, building your own foundation, and like expanding your knowledge and expanding your wisdom, you know, like it's literally giving boss bitch type energy, okay? She's like, listen, you can't touch me even if you wanted to, even if you tried to. And this person, they might have tried it. I'm not even gonna lie. It's kind of hard for me to see like what this person did, but I can tap into their energy, and I could see that they were very, whatever it is they did, they were very immature about it, okay? And so I feel like another part of their karma, we have this death and rebirth card. So it seems like you might not actually see this karma take place, but this person is like, whatever it is, whatever offer that they accepted, it could be detrimental. Now, I don't think it's going to be literal death, but this person is going to be forced to go through a very intense transformation within, and they might not be very happy with it, okay? And with the moon card, this is what leads me to believe that it's possible that this person, you might not see this karma play out behind, like in front of you. This could take place behind closed doors, because this is a very hidden, behind the scenes type energy. But I feel like karma is really going to hit this person where it hurts, okay? And it might even affect their home life, you know, with the 10 of Wands. They could be suffering with some type of health problems, okay? The 10 of Wands is an indication of health problems, but it's also an indication that somebody's carrying too much weight, or trying to do everything on their own, or trying to be the hero or something, and they end up really getting themselves hurt. But for a lot of you, this person might actually have to move. They might have to move out of their hometown. They might lose their job or their house. They could even be homeless. That could be part of their karma, is that they could be homeless because of whatever opportunity it was that they accepted that they thought was going to be fruitful, and it's not going to be fruitful. Honestly, I feel like, you know, this person could have hurt you, and if this person did hurt you, I feel like it's because y'all expected more from this person. You had higher hopes in this person, you know, and they sort of let you down. But at the same time, I feel like you weren't agonizing over this. You were just like, damn, bro, I feel like you could have done better. Like, you could have done better in this situation. You could have handled this better. You know what I mean? instead of like being hurt, I'm just getting this very strong energy of disappointment, because you guys are very, very smart as well, and it could be very disheartening when you see that somebody lacks the intelligence that you bring forth to the table. And I can see that they lack the intelligence with the Nine of Wands. They could have even been doing something behind closed doors. Like, this person, for some of you, this could even be jail. Like, this person could end up going to jail. I ain't trying to put that energy out there, but they gonna get themselves into some trouble if they haven't already. Some of y'all, this person, like I said, I don't want to put this energy out there, but this person could be doing some illegal shit, some illegal activity. They could be gangbanging or some shit out there, just doing something that they don't have no business doing, especially as somebody who has their whole life ahead of you. This person could be younger than you, or if they're not younger, like I said, they are not on your level maturity wise. So in terms of their regrets surrounding what they did to you, yeah, because I feel like whatever it is that they got themselves into, they're going to want to reach out to you for help, but they might not have no means to do so. Like, I'm talking like they might not even be able to call you because their phone bill done got cut off. They don't have no money to pay it or something like that. Like, they got themselves in a bad situation. Meanwhile, you already have everything that you need. It's almost like if you're worried about this person getting their karma, or like you really just want this person to get their life together, get their life right, it's almost like the universe is saying, like, don't worry, I got this. The Seven of Pentacles is like, don't even worry about it. They already done made their bed and they gonna lie in it. They already done planted their seeds for that poisonous plants, and now that shit's gonna grow around them. Okay, like, I'm getting that type of energy. So yeah, this person is definitely gonna get some heavy ass karma. And this Devil card, they are not gonna be able to get themselves out of this situation. Okay, like I'm seeing that right now, or they're going to have to really work hard towards it. So yeah, I'm seeing this person, pile number 4, your person accepted some type of opportunity or something that is going to lead them down the wrong path. Okay, and it could really end up messing them up, y'all. So that's what I see for y'all. I hope that reading resonated for you guys. If y'all are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, y'all can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. If you're interested in the deck that we use for today's reading, we did use the Light Seers Tarot deck, you guys. And also, before I forget, I just want to say your girl's birthday is on November 22nd. So if you're feeling generous and you want to help grow my channel, you guys, if you want to help me out, all of my payment information as well as my deck wish list is available down in the description box below. Every little bit is appreciated, you guys. And once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye.